Hi everyone, today's is a Leetcode question called House Robot 2. So this question makes it very similar to previous House Robot 1 question. But here's the difference, where all houses at this place are arranged in circle form. This means we cannot rob the first house and the last house at the same time because it will alert the police. So let me show you how to win using example 1. So example 1, we have these three numbers, right? We have 2, 3, and 2. So in previous question, we can rob these two and these two, which give us a maximum value at 4. But in this question, this is not valid because the house arranged like this in circle form, right? And you see, if we rob these two and these two, since they are the first and last element circle, they are adjacent, so we'll alert the police, and this is not a valid solution. And how can we done this solution in a valid way? Well, again, we write the circle here. Since these three houses, these two, these three, and these two are all adjacent to each other, the only thing we can do is to pick a house with maximum value and just ignore the other house. So we want to pick this house and ignore these two houses. So the maximum value will be returning 3. Okay, now finishing the problem introduction, let's directly dive into the coding part. So this question, the coding part, is very, very similar to the previous question. So just need a slight change, which I'll explain later. So the first case to consider again, like the previous question, no nouns or the length of noun is smaller than 2, right? So if that case, if no nouns, they want to return 0, indicating we cannot drop anything. And if length of nouns is smaller or equal to 2, they want to return the maximum noun, indicating we can pick either the first element or the last element. Okay, now in corner cases, they want to consider whether to rob the first house or whether to not rob the first house or whether not to rob the last house. So if we not rob the first house, then again we'll call the helper function, which are later, and want to pass all variables in this numbers array except the first element. And if we not rob the last house, then just copy paste here and change this indexation to all element except the last element, right? And finally, return the maximum we can get from not robbing the first house and not robbing the last house, and we get the maximum profit. Okay, now finish the main function. Let's think about how to write the helper function. For the helper function, we get the only variable as numbers array, right? And for the helper function, as we did in the previous question, so the first thing to consider is to initialize dynamic program array, and we find the return. Dynamic program array will be all 0, and the length of nouns, so 0 for I in range length of nouns. And now I want to integrate all nouns in this array, so I enrich length of nouns, and just copy paste this formula, which is same as the previous question. And finally, return the last element of this dynamic program array, and we're done. Okay, now let's submit the code to see it works. Okay, see the time capacity memory usage of this solution quite efficient, right? And I think the code is very similar to the previous question and is very easy to understand. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and I see you next time. Thank you.